start with the cocktail business. Was it more like you've been an entrepreneur person or you've had this entrepreneurship spirit?
I'd say I have a little bit of the entrepreneurial spirit because before the cocktails, I actually delved into a bit of cooking. So I did a bit of cooking, did a bit of wedding photography. But I think the one that fully describes my person is the cocktails that I'm into now.
So why did you leave your country?
Well, for me, I don't think there's much to the why, but it was a situation of, being in uni. There was a strike, the cultist fight, and my mom just thought, I think it's time for you to join me.
So when you came in, did you go straight into uni?
No, I got demoted. I had to start from college.
You have the Radiant Woman Initiative. What is that all about?
So the Radiant Woman was born out of a situation that happened 2 years ago. Yeah, I was married, I got separated, and it was just an avenue to relate to other people that may be going through difficult situation in either, it doesn't have to be their marriage.
What was your inspiration for cocktail?
I was having a conversation with someone and they said, oh, you'd be good for this because people love interaction, like at the bar and a drink, and you like your drink, you love your alcohol and all of that, so why not try doing it? My very first event was February 17, 2017, and we're very professional because we've done weddings for Davido, we've done Femi Otobola's mother's event, also Wizkid's mom's funeral, Asa Asika's wedding that just passed, we were part of it as well, which is Davido's manager. Daily Momodu's 6th year, we were part of it.
You also mentioned about Otedola's mother's
at 90th birthday. To be honest, it was via the planner, which is Zafaya Events, Funke Bokno's company. Being in an event of one of the top Afrobeats musicians.
How much do you make from a typical event?
This is Diary of Successful Immigrants. Diary of Successful Immigrants.
Hello there. Thank you so much for your support on this podcast. Please like, subscribe, comment, share this to inspire somebody. And if you're interested in sharing your story, please get across to us just by using the contact details you can see on the screen at the moment. This is Diary of Successful Immigrants, and the aim is to continue to share success story. It's not about the politics. It's about the journey to success.
Is Diary of Successful Immigrants.
Welcome to Diary of Successful Immigrant once again. It's been a lovely journey with you guys and with your support this season. Thank you to everyone that subscribed, that shared this to a friend or the other. In this season, as a lot of you would have watched, I've been privileged to sit with different personalities, top immigrants in their field. And today I'm also privileged to sit with somebody I count as a unique individual because despite all the certificates and awards, she decided to venture into something that a lot of immigrants would not think about, which is cocktail making or drinks making. And here I have with me Olamiposi. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah, so let's get started very fast. Obviously, the first thing we always ask is, why did you leave your country? Yeah, who sent you away?
Well, for me, I don't think there's much to the why, but it was a situation of, being in uni, Olabisi Onabanjo University, and there was a strike, the cultist fight, and my mom just thought, I think it's time for you to join me.
So your mom has been here like way long before.
Way longer,
then.
yeah.
For how
my
many
mom
years?
and my older sister.
For how many years?
I think 3 years before I came in. Yeah.
If I want to do much prognosing into your affairs, she's a nurse or she
Yeah,
was
mental health nurse. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you came in, and around what time or what age? So you were in the uni already, am I right?
Yeah, Olamiposi Hunter.
So when you came in, did you go straight into uni?
No, I had to. I got demoted. I had to start from college. So I did 2 years of college, health and social care, like a diploma in health and social care, and then I took a gap year, and then started uni.
Uni.
Just so I can qualify for the home students.
What's actually your perspective about like people coming in from other country and trying to fit into the system, especially in the UK, where it is based on age, not anything?
I came when I was 18 in 2007, and things were a lot different and a lot easier then as to now that things are a lot more difficult.
Oh, okay.
So I would say in my time I had it a bit easy.
Yeah.
But I do know, or I've heard that people are finding it very hard to settle in,
No, the aspect I'm even thinking of it is I've spoken to people that maybe they were already almost finishing secondary school, but then the way we do it in our country, that somebody can be as young as 13 and be in SS2 or SS3. And then they would have to come back here, and 13 is like grade 9
Yeah,
or
so
grade 8
there's no two ways about it. You just have to follow the system. So I had one of my childhood friends, she came way ahead of me, and she had already, I think, almost finished her Ijaniki or something.
Oh, okay.
But when she came here, she had to go back to high school. Wow. And then finish off and then college.
Do you know the funniest thing? There was something I'm just thinking about now. If I'd come in around that time, I'll just tell my parents I'm not going to school till they meet me in my class.
Well, you can do this. You can do a bit of what's it called, apprenticeship.
Yeah.
Which most British children actually go for. Some people don't even want to go to college. They just go into apprenticeship. That's why you see young people doing maybe plumbing and things like that. And it actually works for them.
I just use, I can't imagine I'm 15 and I'm already in first year in university, and then I come back and you now tell me you have to be in grade 10 or grade 11. I was like, just wait. When it's time for me to get to university, I might as well just start university around that. I'll do other things.
True.
Yeah, true. So you went to London Metropolitan University to study media and communications.
Yes,
How was that experience like?
It was very interesting. It was very hands-on and very practical.
Okay.
So there's just a bit of classroom, but majorly practical experience. Having work placements, working in, theaters, the movies, just to get sounds, just to see how things work in the media. And I also worked with Arise News, the popular Arise News in London.
In London. So why did you stop? Because you sound more like you said it's very interesting.
It was. I think the timing that I got for the Arise, it was too early. They had to pick us up from 4 a.m. in the morning.
Okay,
and that's when your sleep starts to get interesting. When you start to dream.
And what time do you get back?
Till I think most of the time I do the early morning session, and you finished by 9-10. You're on your way home, and most times there's really nothing to do in that moment, and then you're just shopping or looking around Oxford Street, and that's the end of the day. And then you start again the next morning. I kind of miss it now, but at the time I was like, oh, this is too early.
Much for me. Walk me through this, because I've heard over and as somebody in academia a bit, I know how much international students pay. But how were you able to afford the fee, or are you the very, very, you're just super rich that £20,000 is nothing? You just pay it.
I'm still looking for this money. But no, so like I said, I did the first 2 years of college, and then I did a gap year just so I can have the 3 years to qualify for home student fees. And then with that again, I also qualified for the student finance loan. So I had to pay the university that way through that means.
That's good. Yeah. So, I get it now. So how did you now come into let's start with the cocktail business. Was it more like you've been an entrepreneur person, or you've had this entrepreneurship spirit?
I think I'd say I have a little bit of the entrepreneurial spirit. Because before the cocktails, I actually delved into a bit of cooking. So I did a bit of cooking, like catering,
Catering business?
but it was like homemade food, like just
Homemade
pick
food,
up and
yeah.
So I did a bit of that. I did a bit of wedding photography.
Oh,
So many things I've tried. I did a bit of that as well. But I think the one that fully describes my person is the cocktails that I'm into now. And that stayed for the longest as well.
so what's your inspiration for that? What was your inspiration for cocktail?
I
Was it more like you? Let me just let it talk. I don't want to give you options for this one.
Yeah, I think it's just part of my personality. Like, it's very easy for me to, form a conversation with anyone or to, click with anyone at any level.
Yeah.
So I was having a conversation with someone and they said, "Oh, you think you'll be good for this because people love interactions over the bar and a drink, and you like your drink, you love your alcohol and all of that. So why not try doing it?" So that was how I got into it.
So let me just get this straight. For me to be a good cocktail person, I must also be a good drinker.
Well, not necessarily, but then you need to be able to enjoy your drink to a certain level and be okay with a certain level of alcohol. Well, they're non-alcoholic ones.
Yeah.
But for you to get the vibe of, cocktail making, it has to have the alcohol in it.
The other thing is this. Can you actually teach one of our listeners or some of our listeners how to have this small mini charts? This small mini charts in official events that you're holding a cocktail cup and then you really just want to have a conversation with anybody. What would it be like for you? How does that come into play? Because it's something I also want to learn.
I've done a masterclass before in the past, just before lockdown, and then lockdown happened and threw everyone off balance. So I haven't done any other one since then. But a lot of people have reached out online, and I've just shared recipes and shared all the information that they need. So it's not very hard to get into cocktail making. You just have to.
No, let's not go into cocktail making first. There's something in this country that if you're very good with, you go to places like picking up conversations.
Okay.
Yeah. I know you studied communications and media skills. Can you maybe just help me a bit? How do I pick up a good conversation?
Oh, it could start from, your suit looks good, or what perfume are you wearing? Oh, you look lovely. Oh, your hair is beautiful, and then it starts that way.
Yeah. And how do I kind of not pivot into strange aspects in conversations? Because my immigrant self, when such conversations start, it's easier to think of like, so what's he looking for? Or so what's she looking for? You get what I mean? Yeah. How do I kind of pick up those kind of conversations and keep it official? I'm really dead serious now. I've noticed about myself that when I'm in some of these occasions and stuff, I get bored easily because I just feel people keep talking. They keep saying what everybody knows. But then I've come to realize now also that those conversations are where you kind of make connection.
Yes.
They'll say, it's easy to talk to, he's a good person, he has good personality and stuff. So how do I do to keep it very professional?
I think first off, you have to come out of your comfort, because some people don't really like talking really, but you just have to come out of that comfort space and say, I'm in this very public environment and I want to connect with someone. So you just have to have that open mind that I'm going to ask any question and I hope this person is willing to express themselves. Okay. And many times I've done that. It's been fabulous. Like no one has really taken offense to.
I don't want to be gender biased, but I think it's easier for a lady to pick a conversation with any gender than a guy, because I would assume that if I come to you at a work event and you're wearing a very nice dress and I was like, I like the perfume you're wearing, you just say, oh, thank you. That would be the first one with a smile. Then and what is it? Then where does the conversation tilt to for you?
So for me, like, oh, I love the perfume you're wearing. Oh, thank you. Oh, where's it from? Oh, what's the name? Or what's it called? Oh, it's the, Poison by. So, oh, I remember that one. I always wanted to get it.
Yeah.
And then conversations can then just interweave into that. Yeah.
Into that. Yeah.
And you're quite right. I think women tend to be comfortable to have long conversations with either gender. Yeah.
Yeah. But then for guys, picking it up is a bit more difficult.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So picking up just this now, in terms of, does cocktail actually help, or holding a cocktail or holding a drink, does it enhance that kind of conversation?
Oh yes, it does, because from the first sip, they're already asking, "Ooh, what's this? What's this flavor? Or what's in it?" And then I'm like, "No, you have to guess. Like, I'm not gonna, just guess." And then they're guessing. Oh, has it got pineapple? Oh, I think I can taste a bit of ginger. Oh, and that's how the conversation go as well.
Okay.
Yeah. And sometimes they're calling their friends that, oh, try this. And then the friend is asking, ooh, can you make me one as well? And then it starts, oh, how did you get into this?
Yeah.
So that's how it starts. Yeah.
Yes. Walk me through how you got your first business, between the time you conceptualized the idea and actually getting your first business. How long did it take you?
About 2 months from I had a friend who now is into skincare, but she had a event planning company at the time.
Yeah.
So I just said to her that, I want to try this. Can you, recommend me to your clients in case you have anyone?
Yeah.
And then she just came back so this was December, and then she came back in the new year that, I think I have a wedding for you.
Oh.
And my very first event was February 17, 2017. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's a good
And it was interesting, because initially I didn't know, it was a new territory for me, and I'm like, ooh, but then it was successful, and we had great feedback from there.
All
and
right.
That was how.
And then how did you break into the cocktail market in the UK, in summary?
At the time when I started, there wasn't a lot of people doing it. I think there were two major people in London at the time that was doing it, and they're still going strong now. And so it was a bit easier for me to get into
the market.
it.
Yeah. The other thing I wouldn't be sure about is, so do you only do events for maybe blacks, or like a particular, or you do it across board in general?
It's usually across board, but most of our clients are black. Our own people. Nigerians and Ghanaians
and stuff.
Yeah, Zimbabwe. We've had like mixed culture, like maybe a Nigerian marrying a British person. Yeah.
Have you done a full-blown white event before?
No.
That's good then.
Yeah.
But then when you do more of like some mixed culture or some other countries apart from your home country, what does it feel like? What do you learn from the event also?
It's always very interesting, because you learn other cultures, especially like the Uganda or Zimbabwe. Their style is very different. So let's say their traditional wedding, they're going full on their traditional style, as opposed to our usual engagement, traditional, so it's always interesting to see
their culture.
Diverse culture. Yeah.
As we're having this conversation, something just popped in my head now. So imagine I'm watching this podcast now. I like my drinks. You get what I mean? I like to attend events. Yeah. So I also like attending events, like going to different parties and things like that. And at the same time, I'm looking for a business idea. So, and just watching this conversation makes me feel like, wow, I think cocktail business is a mix of both. So during the event, I can have my drink. At the same time, I could experience like events firsthand, although definitely I'm working. But then I get to get the vibe, There are people that just like party vibes and stuff.
Yes.
So for somebody like that, what do they need to know to start the business, like something like this?
First, the basics. Like first, understand that this is something that you're going to get into for the longer term. So, tune your mind to saying that you're going to enjoy the moments rather than making it seem like a job or a chore. And then do like maybe basic masterclass just to get an hang of what it actually entails and know at least the classic drinks like the mojitos, margaritas, and things like that. And then you can make your own signature along the way when you're comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before we came on set and started recording, you were mentioning about a couple of trainings you've done. Can you mention also some of them, maybe for a typical person that needs to be trained?
They can, like I said, I did a masterclass for aspiring cocktail vendors. Yeah, like I said, in 2020, I had a masterclass where I had, I think, about 10 aspiring cocktail lovers that want to train. And it's quite easy. You can do a masterclass in just a day.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
or
cool.
if you want something extensive, then you can, pay for a couple of more sessions if you feel like you're not comfortable.
Yeah.
But it's quite easy to get into.
Yeah. But how many certifications do you have on this?
I think one major one and just a few online just to always brush up my skills and
So one thing I've done in various episodes of this podcast is while recording it is actually try to get some of our listeners, people in the comment section and stuff, pick them at random and connect them to some of our guests for a free session.
Okay.
If you don't mind, can I ask you on air if you'll be willing to train 30 people? Since it's a one-day masterclass, give them one-day masterclass, 30 people that are actually interested in this, just to come to you. Would choose them at random, obviously.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Okay. So it's my time to flog it, guys. Yeah. So comment under the video, like, subscribe, share it. We're going to pick 30 people at random, and then we're going to connect you to Olamiposi Hunter, and she's going to give you a 1 full day masterclass on cocktail making. And just to let you know, you don't need to she's not only limited to the UK, so you don't need to just be in the UK to actually go into this business, because the next aspect I'm going to ask her is, you also have a branch in Nigeria.
Yes, I do.
In different parts of the world. So how did you break into the Nigerian market?
It was totally unexpected. So I had a friend that we went to uni together.
Okay.
And she was like, I'm getting married. I wanted to do my cocktails. And I was like, is it in London? She said, no, Nigeria. I was like, I've never done anything like that in Nigeria before. Okay. She was like, I don't care. You have to be at my wedding. You have to do... Okay. So she reached out to her planner, which is one of the major planners in Nigeria, Bisola Trendy B.
Okay.
So it was a December event. I think it was December 26th, the same year I started, 2017.
Yeah.
So it was a new territory. I didn't know how things worked in Lagos. I didn't even know what a standard bar should look like. Because here, once a venue has a bar, you can easily just use it. So it was quite tedious, but we succeeded.
In that first one.
Yeah, in the first one. And then from her wedding, she had a lot of friends that was getting married into 2018. Okay. And that was how we branched into that. The lucky thing for us was most of our friends were using the top planners in Nigeria at the time. Okay. So after Trendy B, we worked with Zafaya events, which is, Funke Bokno.
Yeah.
And then from then on to 706 events, the major names in the events industry. And that was how, the doors were opened for us.
Yeah, so you have an office in Nigeria that is fully functional at the moment.
Yes, I have a team that work. I have my managers, my lead mixologists. So I don't have to be there physically.
Okay.
We just, once the booking comes through me, I just, let them know what they're doing. And I control it from there. But then I visit as well.
All right.
Yeah, I go to Lagos.
Just for quality control.
Yes.
Yeah. So, so you've heard that. In case you're kind of thinking of I only need to be in the UK. Event is a big deal in Africa. You might be the first in your country. You may not be in Nigeria, maybe South Africa, Zimbabwe. I don't know why I'm calling those countries, or Morocco. You might be watching from there. Just subscribe. In fact, comment and mention your country. So I'll try to make it one person from each country and pick at random and then would connect you with Olamiposi. Thank you very much for your kind gesture. It's
You're
just
welcome.
one day of your time. We're going to make sure
And we're
it
very
works.
professional. Yeah, because we've done weddings for like Davido. We've done Femi Otedola's mother's event.
You said something just casually that you did Chivido, am I right?
Yeah,
Was it
Chivido 25,
Chivido 25?
Yeah.
Wait, can you actually tell us how to get an event like that?
I think over time we've paid our dues in the Lagos, event scene. So to be honest, it was via the planner, which is Zafaya Events.
Wow.
So Funke Bokno's company. And they've been a huge instrument to her growth as well.
Wow, shout out Funke Bokno. And can you connect us to her so that we have her on this show also?
I'm sure she would love to, because she likes to impart knowledge and things like that. So I'm sure.
All right, so Funke Bokno, you're officially invited to DOSI. Yeah.
Yeah.
So she was the one, and how does it feel? How was it like? For some of us, we only saw it online.
Yeah, it was surreal. It was amazing. Being in an event of one of the top, Afrobeats musician. It was good.
You don't want to say much. You also mentioned about Tedola's mother's
at 90th birthday. Yeah. And
is it also through the same vendor?
It was actually through Zafai Events as well. And it was done in Ekpe.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wait, can you also connect us to Zafai Events and just be like, he also does good podcasts?
Of course.
And something like that. That means you have kind of done your work at the zenith of cocktail, in Nigeria and also in other countries.
We're actually known for doing like celebrity events. There's some events that if we're not on it, people start messaging, I'm sure Hunter is on this, I'm sure you're doing this, but it's not all the time that we get to do all of that. But then we've done majority of it as well. Also Wizkid's mom's funeral.
Okay.
We're part of it as well.
So you've been making us feel in this podcast all day like you just kind of do cocktail for 5 people, and then you just mention like Titty Bomb just down like.
We do for quite a number, like 1,000 guests, 2,000. Asika's wedding that just passed, we were part of it as well, which is Davido's manager.
Okay. You were talking about the recent wedding that just passed. Which one was that?
Davido's manager, Asa Asika.
Wow.
Asa Asika, I think.
Asika. Wait, so now this is now actually making sense to me. I'll not lie to you. It's making sense to me because I remember the first time I spoke to you on phone, you were just like, hi, sorry, I'm in Lagos for a small event and then I'll be back next week. And when I'm back, we can pick this up. And when I was kind of preparing this, I was like, how much does cocktail bring to people that they actually take a flight of almost £1,000? You get it to go and come back. But now that you're actually mentioning your kind of events, then I now understand that why you are in Lagos. Wow.
Yeah.
Can you give me some other names?
Daily Momodu's 60th. We were part of it.
Whoa.
65th, I think.
65th. Yeah. Well,
yeah.
Wait, that's good, actually. So who is the biggest guy on your contact list?
Do you have to mention on camera?
No. You can just speed out something.
I have one of the prominent obas in Lagos.
Whoa. Yeah. What of celebrities?
Celebrity, whose number? I just recently got Davido's number, but I've not done anything with it.
Directly.
Yeah.
So it's just indirectly and stuff. Yeah. Well, so how do I become a top cocktail person in Nigeria?
At the moment, it's quite tough because Nigeria, the
space is
higher.
full.
Yeah, and the competition is higher.
And people like you would get it.
Well, we have paid our dues.
Okay.
We've been at privileged events, so I think for someone like me, it'd be a bit easier, but it's the competition is tough and higher in Lagos.
In Lagos.
Like in a particular event, you can have 2 or 3 cocktail vendors in that hall.
Space.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, that's amazing. So now let's bring it. Should we bring it back to UK now or leave it in Nigeria? How does it actually feel managing a multinational or multi-international business?
It used to be very challenging and difficult, especially in the inception where people don't really know you. So I was doing a lot of travels just to get to know planners because most events in Nigeria happens through a planner.
Yeah.
So I did a lot of travels, did a lot of networking for them to know me and all of that. But now it's a lot easier. I have very hands-on team. Like last week, we had 5 events in a day, and I wasn't in any of it.
Whoa.
Yeah. So I have people that are loyal that I can actually rely on to deliver.
Wait. I think I would need to increase my request from 5 people to 10, to not from 3 to 5.
To 5.
Yeah, I'm not going to make it 10. Don't worry. I'm not a bad person. So I just got 2 more slots for somebody out there. Trust me, you need to be there. In fact, I'm reconsidering now if I if I should also apply. Yeah. Now, actually, what's your signature cocktail?
The passion twist.
The passion twist.
Yeah.
But you mentioned that you have to.
I had Huntersberg. But it's a combination of Copperberg and other ingredients.
Things,
yeah.
And then, but the passion twist is your signature one.
Yes.
Yeah, don't worry. I won't tell you. I won't tell you to tell us about the recipe. So let's not go into the details. It's a secret. Yeah. So don't say too much about it. Now, let me get to the uncomfortable aspect of this. In terms of like, how much do you make from a typical event?
I make good enough amount
to take an Uber home.
Well, yeah.
So I'd say obviously don't put any name to any of the events you did, but I'd say let's do it in the case of Nigeria. If you take one of the big gigs in Nigeria, you can say at least minimum this, or maybe within this range, you get it all. I want you to give me a figure so that somebody can work with it, and then after paying all my staff, doing all the cocktail and stuff, maybe you can put the profit in percentage so that they would need to press their calculator before actually they understand.
Okay.
Yeah. So, actually, let me just keep asking and you say yes or no. So for a typical cocktail event now, both for your materials and everything, do you charge up to 10 million naira? Or have you ever charged an event up to 10 million?
No. It's not up to that. No.
You've never done an event of 10 million?
No, just one event of no.
Just one event?
No.
Okay, so like 5 million if you've done something like that?
Yeah.
Around.
Or just
don't worry. I know you're very modest. You don't want to say so much. But in the UK, how much does it come to?
I think about around £3,000. Yeah.
Just to drink cocktail?
Well, a lot goes into
Sorry. The way I'm saying the way I'm saying just to drink cocktail is because I know that £3,000 is like some people's 2 months salary.
Yeah, because overhead costs like the staffing.
This episode is proudly sponsored by Kofa Juice, rooted in culture, brewed in honor.
The staffing, the logistics, a lot of things tied into it. And also
buying the drinks itself and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, so for you as a person, how much do you actually get out of maybe an event, like in percentage? Will you think like you make like close to like 10% as gain or something that comes to the last person? Not like,
say about 20%.
Okay, that's pretty much good business. In fact, if I do 2 cocktails in a week, I'm fine for the month.
Yeah.
I'm really, really fine. I'll still get to have some nice drinks. Yeah. Before I like to round off this event with quick fire questions and stuff and all those things. But before I actually go into that. I know you have the Radiant Woman initiative. What is that all about? Can you just talk about that a bit?
So the Radiant Woman was born out of out of a situation that happened 2 years ago.
Okay.
And it just dawned on me that, women go through a lot of, challenging situation, chaoses or storms in life that sometimes they're inevitable.
Yeah. Do you want to share the situation, or it's not something you like to talk about?
No, I got separated 2 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
married,
right.
so I got separated, and it was just an avenue to relate with other people that may be going through difficult situation in either. It doesn't have to be their marriage. It could be work or friendship and random things, and just a safe space for them to be vulnerable, to express themselves.
Yeah. So is this more like a mentoring session, or like how do you actually run the Radiant Women thing?
So it's like we have like events every year.
Okay.
Where like women come together to express themselves, to shoulder to lean on, or there's somebody else going through a difficult time. It's not just me.
Like a therapy
so just
session.
like a moment, a moment for them to just be their own self and just know that they're not alone.
Can you when is the next event? Because maybe there's somebody there that wants to come and lean on your shoulder, because your shoulder is quite broad and it's quite big, especially with some of the things you have achieved. I as a lady would not mind leaning on your shoulder at this point.
The next one will be I think is in January. We're meant to, because we already did 2 this year in Lagos. So I did one January. In April and one in August.
All right.
So the UK one is going to be in January now. Right, so it's in both countries.
All right, no problem. I would hopefully I'd get the detailed invite. And is it strictly by invitation, or is
they just register online.
Online.
And it's at the moment it's a free event.
All right.
So it's no cost to anyone.
So we're going to put the link to the event also on the description of this video. Please check out that. And if you're going through something and you want some of the best advice, I would say that you should meet Olamiposi. One of the things I want to, how are you able actually to kick on? Because we've been talking about all the I's, and you just dropped the bomb of being separated. I know that is traumatizing emotionally, but within that time, you've done some of the most massive, biggest events and things like that. How do you kind of keep moving on, keep pushing on in the midst of all that?
It was quite hard, but I found a way to sort of like silence the noise around me and just focus on work. And I think that's what's really helped me to stay on top of it and not feel like maybe I'm missing out on something.
Yeah. What's it called? I want to come to your podcast because I know you're starting a podcast soon. I don't know if it would have launched by the time we're releasing this, or it's still in the pipeline. But before that, I just want you to look into the camera and just encourage a lady out there that is having a lot of misdirection. Just say, you'll be fine. Just a word of encouragement for 10 seconds or as long as you want.
Okay, so just to say to a woman out there, situations will come, storms will come. We have storms and chaoses in our lives every day, but just, try to keep your head up. Some situations might be your fault or not, but don't stay down in the mud. Keep your head up, keep going, and it will always get better.
Yeah, so because this is a podcast, and yes, it's going to be another podcast. I'll not advertise yours too much. But just tell us, like, what is the Chaos and the Charm podcast all about?
It's at the back of the Radiant Woman, so like a
safe space.
It's safe space to sort of like have a seat with me and just talk about certain things. It doesn't have to be personal, but just around it, and it just means after the chaos that your charming self will emerge. Your radiant self will come out, So like a light at the end of every tunnel. Yeah.
One of the reasons why I started this podcast is, as a person, I would assume that I've done okay in my career path. I've been quite okay, but I've always felt like there's more. You get it?
Yeah.
And one of the things I've learned, I'm just a bit of like shy. I'm about 3 years now in the UK, but I felt like it's hard to break into the success markets in this country. So one of the reasons why I started this actually is to learn from successful people. The last part of you that we're going to talk about before I give you 5 quick fire questions, and then we wrap up this episode is simple. You're the founder. You are the founder of the Posse. Is it Posse or
Posse, Olamiposi.
Yeah, the Olamiposi Hunters Foundation. Does that run in Nigeria or in the UK?
In Nigeria.
In Nigeria. So what do you do with that also?
So basically, I'm from Ekpe.
Okay.
So it's just going back to my village to support like public schools.
Yeah.
And parents who are unable to, supply basic things for their children in school. And I've got 2 boys, and I know they're kind of like privileged on certain things because of where we are.
Where you are.
And there's some other people, other children that can't get that, privilege. So, and that was how I started it.
Yeah, Ekpa is actually also a dear place to me. I won't tell you the reason on camera.
Okay.
I'll tell you the reason off camera. But Ekpa
Okay.
is a place there to my heart also. Yeah, so it's been a journey thus far. Is there an aspect of you that I've missed out thus far in this podcast? You're very humble. I don't like it.
You don't like it?
Yeah. You're very humble, and I don't
But
like
it's a good
it.
thing to be humble.
So tell me, what's some of the biggest events you've done in Nigeria? In the UK.
In the UK, this guy, is it Stormzy?
Yeah.
His mom's birthday. His mom's, I think, 60th and his sister's 30th.
Oh, well, on the same day.
Yeah, so that happened just before lockdown or something.
Wow.
Or just after. I can't remember, but yeah, we've done that.
So how does it feel? So how does it feel getting compliment from the likes of like Davido and all these guys and all their kind of guests? Because during Otedola's what's it called? Otedola's mom's 90th, I guess. Yeah. At least you would know that the likes of Dangote were in the event and all that. If I'm the one, I'll be like, yeah, I'm the one that's gonna serve that table. Just run me through it. Were you the one serving the biggest table, or how do you?
Yeah, sometimes we do serve the VIP sections.
No, I mean you by yourself, or you still send your staff.
Yeah, because they're dressed in the waiters, the uniform, the brand, and everything.
Right.
Mine is just to control the
what is
service and all
happening.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, that is lovely. It's a good one. Yeah. So let's go to a bit of some of the quick fire questions. The first one is, what personal qualities has helped you to actually rise above challenges in this country, especially the challenges of starting business? Wait, by the way, I forgot. Did you get any like registration thing done in the UK for your business?
Yes, I did, but not until after I was a little bit comfortable with the number of events because there's no point registering a business when you're not getting anything.
Oh,
because they're still going to send you all the tax things and all of that.
All right.
So I had to wait to when I was getting as much events.
And what's that? Also, did you get?
So you can you can actually do it like a hobby.
Okay.
It's business for you, but in the eye of the public, it's like a hobby. Yeah. Okay. So you're not being flagged for not registering in time.
So the other thing is there's this certification process I think the UK gives. I know they do it for people that cook. Like they come to visit you and stuff.
The personal hygiene.
Yeah, the personal hygiene thing. You've also gone through all those processes.
Yeah, and for drinks as well, you have to do like your personal alcohol test so you can get the license to serve alcohol on a premises.
What is personal alcohol tests? Is it more like I drink one bottle of alcohol?
No, it's actually like an examiner in front of you and you're
Okay.
answering questions and all of that.
Yeah, just to
Yeah,
understand.
just to give you that certificate that you're qualified.
Yeah, so if I'm starting this business now, like I just want to be sure if I'm going into cocktail business, because this is what I want everybody to learn from it. I need to do the alcohol test.
Yeah.
I need to register my business. Yeah, and I need to do a bit of certifications.
Yes.
Both online and some offline.
Yes.
Yeah, and those 4 things would get me going. Yeah, and for somebody out there, what is the starting capital like?
I'd say for today's market, maybe £300 just to get your basic things.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it looks like something that is easy to get into, but
Yeah.
you just need to push through for a long time.
Yes.
Oh, that's good. And are you also mentoring a lot of people, like people that you are holding on your wings, or?
It's been a while I did mentoring, but people do reach out. I'm very easy with my information.
reach out.
Hello
there. Thank you so much for your support on this podcast. Please like, subscribe, comment, share this to inspire somebody. And if you're interested in sharing your story, please get across to us just by using the contact details you can see on the screen at the moment. This is Diary of Successful Immigrants, and the aim is to continue to share success story. It's not about the politics, it's about the journey to success.
I don't gatekeep.
All right, no problem. Let's come to our quick fire question. So what personality has helped you in especially in this country to stay above challenges?
I'd say
what personal
one.
quality?
Yeah, my very bubbly self. I'm very playful. And doesn't mean I don't take things seriously, but I don't let it weigh in on me too much.
All right.
And also I work really well under pressure. So I don't feel too tired or anything doesn't seem too big or too much for me to do. I think in the pressure, that's where I get most of my strengths anyway. Yeah. So that's helped me stay in.
Was there someone who believed in you before you even believed in yourself in this cocktail business?
Oh, yeah, a lot of people. Yes. Most times, like you said, I'm quite, like, I don't sort of like blow my own trumpet. So people be like, you can do this thing, you're this, you're that. And I'm like, oh, okay, if you say so.
So can you tell me like maybe the names of like 2 or 3 people that believed in you before you even kind of started saying, I'm good,
my childhood friend Temitayo Phillips. She was still at my events on Saturday. She was even serving and helping out.
Wow.
She's always thought I can do anything.
Wow.
Anything. Wow. So Temitayo, my parents, my mom, my siblings, my brother, my sister.
Okay. No, that's enough. Don't worry. That's enough. Let's keep it there so that everybody. She didn't mention my name. Yeah. What was the turning point for your cocktail business that this was it? Maybe was there like this specific event that you did and you were like, yeah, this is it. I'm good at this.
Yes. It would be one of the Nigerian events. And it wasn't even the big, I think it was this guy's wedding, Kade. It was introduced to me by the first client I had in Lagos. Okay. And there was so many things happening with the brief. I had to provide a 20 feet bar. I had to have like 6 mixologists and all of that. So there was a lot of challenge with that because I'm not used to, this was now 2018 in April, I think, or May. So I wasn't used to.
With 20 feet bar?
Yeah. So he wanted, he's a Canadian and he wanted that sort of,
long,
So in every point that you are, he wants his guest to be interacting with someone.
Oh, okay.
So, and that was when I thought, because we were able to provide that. I was able to find 6 mixologists to fill the bar and the waiters and all of that. So it was, that was that moment that I thought, I think, you're onto something great.
Yeah. So you've mentioned mixologist a couple of times. I'll just say, do I need to study if I want to become a mixologist?
Oh, no. So, for instance, for myself, I'm a mixologist.
Okay.
Yeah. So, after you've gone to do the training, you become a mixologist.
So, Like you mean like the 5 people now that you're going to mentor, like you're going to give one day masterclass. After that,
so once
they can't
be a mixologist. Yeah.
All right, so guys, one of the things you're going to also enjoy from this is you're becoming a mixologist in a couple of days. I'm telling you. So you need to like this, share it. We're going to obviously pick this based on who has helped this reach the farthest number of people. What does greatness mean to you now? What does greatness mean to you now? And how do you measure it? I'm sure you've been around great people. You get what I mean? You've been around great people. You've done some of the great events. So what does greatness mean to you at this point after all that?
I think for me it means being focused and keeping your head down, and at the same time being humble and knowing that the sky is just your limit. So greatness is I can do it, the can-do spirit, whilst staying focused and minding your business and drinking lots of water.
Drinking a lot of water also is an ingredient for greatness now. Yeah. What legacy are you building for the future? Or what's your biggest aspiration?
For people to, remember my name or my brand name and know that, she did impact my life, or in either in the drinks world or in the radiant woman world or in the chaos world,
Let me add to that. What's your dream event that you're looking forward to? I know you've done some of the biggest. That's like I personally, I'd say you want to do like the King's.
Yeah, like a coronation event, like for the likes of the Oni of Ife.
Whoa.
Yeah. So we haven't done that one, but I know it's going to come.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Final one, and this is how we end the show. Yeah. If your life or your story is meant to be a headline, I'm sure like a headline in a newspaper or something, and in the front page of a newspaper, what would you like it to be?
That's a tough one. I'm trying to think.
Yeah, take your time.
Olamiposi, the one who never stops and keeps achieving.
Let me process that. Olamiposi, the one who never stops
and keeps achieving.
No. Let's not put it the one. Let's say Olamiposi, the mixologist that never stops and keeps achieving. All right. Thank you very much, guys, for watching today's podcast and this episode. It's been a wonderful time with Olamiposi. I mean, you need to feel the energy in the studio. She's so much of a lovely person. I mean, she has such a lovely, chatty spirit, in all honesty. And I hope one of you have actually picked up cocktail business as one of those silent businesses that you can just be doing on the side. I mean, the biggest part or the biggest takeaway from me is that you can start this business with £300. And within 2 years, you can be doing the next, maybe if Tiwa Savage is getting married, you'll be the one there and something like that, But this is Diary of Successful Immigrants, and what we do is to share people's journey, to share their story with you such that you can get inspired and such that you can know the next step in your life. On to the next episode, we'll see you again. Thanks for liking and subscribing, and thank you for supporting us. See you later. Bye.